afternoon. My name is Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎收看今天的直击美股，我是主持人张舒，在纽约向您问好。周四美股收高，我们看到今天的股市主要是受到了欧洲市场的一个提振，特别有意思的是，今天欧股呢是连续的收高，而英国的富时100指数更是收复了自退欧之后的所有的跌幅。由于很多人都在期待欧洲央行未来会出现更多的宽松政策来刺激当前的股市。另外一方面，我们看到美国宏观经济面上，上一周的美国出请失业金的申领人数是增加了1万人，达到了26.8万。好的，更多消息让我们来看一下今天交易员的独家分析。Hi Scott, U.S. stocks traded higher for the third straight day, and it's good to know that Brexit didn't trigger the end of the world, and the U.S. market really shows some resilience. So I think a lot of people are wondering right now, should we sell the rally, and which level should the market hold to keep this momentum?
Well, a lot of people are saying that the extra day like today was all because of window dressing, just to make the portfolio managers look good, make individual investors at home not feel as bad about their statements. So, I think next week's going to be pretty important to figure out, how we hold these 3-day gains, and then obviously earnings season is going to start. But if you look overall at the SPX, basically we're still a stone throw away from these old highs, and all we've been doing is consolidating. This last move lower, what did it do? It came down to the bottom end of the top third of the range from the prior lows. So now here we are a stone throw away from there. So, this definitely made a lot of people feel kind of dumb, including me. I was thinking maybe we get a rally back up to the 200-day if it was going to be weak, but it wasn't, or maybe a rally back up to here. But you know what? It blew through. So now I have to take my opinions out of the way and now see, can we hold above, just say this upper end of the range next week? If we could hold above this and show some commitment to this move off the lows and not just fall apart, then maybe, we start getting some decent earnings out and we finally get a move above 2100 for a sustained breakout move, because as of right now, it's still a heck of a lot of choppiness, and all we're doing is getting short-term active trades versus sustainable moves, except for from the lows back to highs and from the highs back to lows, and momentum traders don't like that.
Okay. The most constructive thing I've seen in the past 4 sessions is the rotation in different sectors. And yesterday it was about financials, energies, and technology has been, performed very well in the recent sessions. So how do you think about this sector? And also, speaking of BABA, I know you hate it, but still it's in a good pattern. It get, upgraded. So how do you think about it?
That's a lot of questions right there. I will say that it did seem like there was a lot of participation in this 3-day rally, and some things acted better than others. And as traders, we try and find where the relative strength is. And as of right now, just to show you real quickly on the Qs, you know what? The Qs just came back to the 200-day. The S&P is over the 200-day. There are other sectors over it. So the Qs still have a lot to prove. So right here, I would not be chasing the Qs after a move from the low right to here. Some people might even look for a Q short. But within the Qs, you know what? There's definitely been some out of performance. Look at Nates. Nates was a leadership stock for the majority of this year. Okay, it basically broke its downtrend here. Okay, and let me get you the pen real quickly. Broke its downtrend, came up, held support, and then just broke out into highs. This is unbelievable for traders. So now people think, like you said, what about BABA? Can BABA follow in the footsteps? If you look a little long term, BABA has been consolidating for quite some time now. Okay, and finally, maybe it's ready to go. So at this point right here, if you wanted to be in some BABA versus the 73, okay. If you wanted to trade it above 80 or 82, could open the door to 85 or maybe even higher this year. At this point, it's been a frustrating trade, but this kind of looks like a cup and handle, where here's the cup, there's your handle, and a big move above this, and you can get more of a sustained move. This could be something that shows some decent gains in the 3rd and 4th quarter moving forward.
Commodities are on focus right now, and after 3 sessions trading higher, U.S. oil just take a rest today, and also gold and gold miners performed well. So how do you think about these 2 commodities?
Well, first, oil traded down a little bit, but I think it's still hanging in there. Okay. Oil probably has a home at 54 or so at some point in the next quarter, and I like the way the XLE held in there. So the XLE actually went up, okay, while oil went down today, and the XLE is above the 200-day. So right now the XLE could show you out of performance. I think the XLE for next year, or not even next year, 3rd and 4th quarter, could be a sector that could show you some alpha. I also think the IWM, which is the small caps, okay, the small caps actually made a new higher high versus this one, which a lot of them didn't in the last rally, and now it's back above the 200-day. You know, some were saying we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern here in the Russell. Now, if that's the case, you know, here's support. It held the May low, and next time it gets above this, you know, especially if the S&P gets above 2100, you could see some alpha here. I know it's been a laggard, but it does seem as if it's ready, you know, to help be a tailwind versus a headwind like it has been for the majority of the time.
Okay, that's what we have for today.
Yes, and tune in. We're going to be just improving the show every single session, and we're here to stay for the next quarter or so.
感谢您的收看，我们明天再见。